Boy, it has been a long time since I've been in this frame, hasn't it? Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is the 31st of March, 2024. Welcome to the new house. It feels great to be back here once again, standing in front of you all through your computer or your cell phone screen. I've missed doing this, man. Um, so much so that I'm actually quite behind on music. Last time I properly delved, caught up with the K-pop scene was like mid-February. Kind of loosely kept up with it through the month of February, and then March was kind of a time. Um, so I'm very behind on music. So that's slightly unfortunate, but yeah, this is kind of like I know all I've done is update videos recently, and it's not great, but this is kind of one way to say I'm back. I'm back. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to be uploading again. Tomorrow's a Monday. Tomorrow's April 1st. This is not an early April Fool's joke. I would not be that cruel to you all. And yeah, I just kind of want to waffle and talk about. I mean, this is what you sign up for, right? Musical waffles. Although this time it's going to be of the non-musical variety. But I just kind of want to talk about just what's happened, what things I'm noticing about living here in Japan for the first time in my life, even though I have a Japanese passport and I am technically a citizen of this country. Kind of like things I've noticed about living here, hopes that I have for the future, both on here and in actual real life stuff, because I start my PhD in a couple weeks' time, and that's very exciting, but also very nerve-wracking. And just kind of finish off with a very brief waffle about some music. So, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Hold on. DJ! How's the intro? Although, I don't have to do that now, because I don't have to cut stuff. I have everything programmed on my Stream Deck, and that's very exciting indeed. So let me quickly press the button for the brand new intro. Here we go. Let's do this. I found a K-pop lo-fi chill hop, like 1 hour playlist on YouTube. I'll link it if you want to listen to it in the what is it called, the description section. I swear I know what I'm doing. But let's talk. Whatever I'm talking about, I'll chapter again on the timeline, so you don't have to listen to an endless waffle about something you're not interested in. And so, when was the last time I was on here? February. It must have been the video where I was talking about how my whatchamacallit, what is it called? My entrance interview for my PhD. Like 2 weeks later, I got the results announcements. I got in. It was a very, very exciting time. Also, kind of like a big weight lifted off my shoulders, but at the same time, a new weight gets thrown into the mix because I had to go and find a place to live. And I mean, understandably, I was very nervous about that, considering finding housing was one of the reasons why I ended up leaving the UK in the first place last year. But, I mean, as you can see, a house has been acquired. Well, it's not a house, it's an apartment, or more specifically, in Japanese we call it a mansion. It's not a mansion like in the English sense. A mansion in Japanese architectural terms is just a multi-unit high-rise that's built using steel reinforced concrete, because earthquakes happen, which is also something that we'll talk about later. But I have a place to live. I'm living on my own. I don't have to deal with the really weird schedule of my grandparents. And yeah, it's one of the, well, I mean, it's kind of the main reason why I'm back being able to do this whole thing. So I'm settled in the house. I've been here for, what, 2 weeks now, I think? All the appliances are in order, which is very interesting thing about living in Japan is whenever you move house and you're moving like into a brand new house with no real personal belongings apart from what you can pack inside boxes, you need to purchase your own home appliances, which is a very interesting thing that I haven't had to deal with living in America and the UK, because they always came with the unit that I was renting. So I had to go out and get a fridge. I had to go out and get a washing machine. I had to go and get a microwave. And the usual stuff. It came with a stove, which was very helpful, because dealing with that is a pain. Had to go and order a bed, because I wasn't going to drag a bed from America, because it's not worth the money. I brought the computer. I rebuilt my computer. Remember the big old white one that had trouble, that I had to kind of like tear apart when my hard drive died? RIP hard drive, by the way. That thing is long gone. I've got a new hard drive. It's an SSD now, so I don't have to worry about moving parts, which is great. But I rebuilt my computer into a small form SFX mini ITX build, so it just kind of sits on my desk now, and it's, hold on, let me get the box actually. It's a Fractal Design Ridge, and this is the size of the box. That's it. Small thing. So I don't have to lug 20 kilos of computer around, which is very helpful. I got my monitors back, computer back, keyboard's back, my Stream Deck is back, microphone's back, microphone is back, there we go. And I have a standing desk now, which explains why I can, kind of, I can walk off screen, and I can walk back in on screen, and I can go all the way back here, and I can, look, there's so much room for activities. Oh, it's great. I highly recommend it. It's very expensive, and your heels will die if you don't have proper footwear or a proper place to stand on that's like nice and cushioned. I have one of those like roll-out foam cushion mat things, and that's slightly saving my heels. I have ordered a chair though. I'm waiting for that to come in. I think that's tomorrow actually. But apart from that, it's really not that different. It's just like the first step of getting into the house, and then getting stuff set up for your house just takes so long, and it costs a lot of money. I do not even want to get into how much money this has cost. But thankfully, Skeeter. Yeah, apart from the upfront costs that I don't really want to talk about, I'm in a new place, and I'm very excited to start living on my own again. Because, like, as much as I love my grandparents, oh man, were they going to drive me insane if I lived there for any longer. It's just a different lifestyle, and, you get someone young that understands technology living with you in the technological age where they just do not understand technology at all. I ended up being like on-site tech support for 3 months, and I couldn't hack any more of that. But anyways, living on my own again. But obviously I'm not just living on my own because I can live on my own. I'm starting my PhD, and that's slightly terrifying in a way. It's like, whenever you hear PhD, it sounds like a big deal, and it is quite a big deal. Like, it's a 3-year program. It's gonna be just like constant research, writing, and present that research, and go out into the field and do more research, and then present your findings, and then end with a big old dissertation. Nothing like the piddly one that I wrote for my master's. But yeah, for some reason I end up going the school route again every single time. I don't know why. Thankfully paying whatchamacallit, I don't have to pay international student tuition anymore because I'm a Japanese national living in Japan, going to a Japanese university. So my wallet is happy, and my parents' wallets are happy. So thank you, national tuition. Yeah, I reckon it's going to be a great time. It's something that I've spent a lot of time doing. It's in the field of like architectural history, so it's things that I'm passionate about, but also things that I'm very familiar with. It's just in a different setting and in a different language, which has been slightly tricky because I explained before, my Japanese is not very good. Mainly just from lack of use and lack of practice because, well, I've been living in an English-speaking country for 22 years of my life. But going to school, like, kind of getting back into a general swing of things again where I can get into a daily pattern, I think is going to be really good for me as a person, just my lifestyle, because I haven't had a solid living pattern yet. It's been, if I need to go out and get something, I'm going to go out and get something, and if I don't, I'm just going to be lazy around the house. So, the usual stuff. School years are a little bit different because we start in April here and end in March instead of, starting in September or end of August in America or in the UK, and then ending sometime in May. So that's going to be a little bit different. The holidays are going to be different. School schedules are going to be way different. But I'm excited for it. I think a new experience is going to be a great learning experience for me. And it's kind of just like make myself a more better rounded person, so to speak, in terms of what I've experienced, what I can bring to the table, but what I can take in as well. Yeah, I've got to look at everything in a positive light here and there. And, well, what else about living in Japan is there? I got my driving license again. I finished driving school. I got my driving license, so that's very exciting. I don't have a car because those are expensive to own and maintain and store, especially if you're in an urban environment like I am on the outskirts of Tokyo. Well, not outskirts, I'm pretty far away from Tokyo, but you get my point. Having dealt with like the dollar and the British pound, working with yen is a surprisingly awkward thing. Like, Japan is very much still a cash-heavy country. It has definitely moved more and more into like the electronic payments, so you get stuff like contact pay, like your Android Pays, your Apple Pays. You have like cash cards, like cash IC cards that you can use for a whole bunch of stuff. Most stores will accept, or especially if you're in an urban or more urban environment, most stores will accept your contact like transit IC card, which is very cool. So you can load that up with a whole bunch of money and you can use it to get around town, on the train, on the bus. Some taxis will even take it. You can go to the kombini and get yourself lunch using it. It's a very cool thing. I thoroughly enjoy it. And you can even get it on your phone too, which is even neater than that. Like, I can tap in on a station using my phone, tap out of the station using my phone, and then go to the convenience store and get myself an onigiri, all just with my cell phone. And that's very cool, very neat. I like tech like that. Being a train nerd is also great because I have to go everywhere using the train, and that makes me very happy inside indeed. But that's a non sequitur. Let's get back into some K-pop, shall we? Up until a certain extent, actually, let's see here. To a certain extent, I have been keeping pretty close tabs. I just have, actually. Wait. That button, yes! I was keeping up to date. This is, I think, up until January? This is end of January into February, I think? I mean, something like that, but... Oh, I could have done the Triple S instrumental album. Oh yeah, damn. But it's like, there's been a lot of music that's dropped, and I've only kept up to date with a very small percentage of it. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I've been wanting to do this again, is because I'm so behind on music, and I don't want to fall even further behind on it. Like, if I really deep it, last upload was Soran's Goodbye, I think, but last proper face the camera type video that we did. Of course, we had the year-end awards videos, which I'm not doing at the same level for 2024 because that was way too much work. But if we really go into it in detail, I've missed music from the beginning of December all the way to the very end of March on camera. That's like almost 4 months worth of music, and I don't think we'll ever really get fully caught up with it. It's just like, because I don't do this as a full-time job. I do this as a hobby in my free time and just kind of like disassociate myself from the student life. And doing that is going to mean I have to balance my PhD. It's not just a master's that I'm balancing, it's a PhD, and I don't know what that schedule is going to entail. But I think my plan right now is, because I usually took Sundays off, I'm thinking maybe we'll do like a month at a time. We'll just pick a handful of songs that have been like, you know, the phrase living rent free, like some of the songs that I've been really binge listening to. I can bring up songs that really intrigue me, like maybe it's a debut of a group that I've really been meaning to delve into, or that's been really hyped up, like TWS's Plot Twist. That's a song that I only know the chorus because it's pretty much everywhere, but I don't know the song, I don't know the members, so maybe we might delve into them, or groups like that, songs like that. So spend the next, I don't know, four Sundays going through month by month, and we'll do girl groups, boy groups, soloists, and we'll kind of throw in a miscellaneous category for if there's any band releases, or if there's any like kind of weird collabs that I feel like are pretty important. So kind of spend the next few Sundays going through that, and of course keeping up to date with the release calendar, which I don't even want to start thinking about yet, because that's a tomorrow thing, because tomorrow is the first day of the month and I believe we have releases, pretty big ones. Which reminds me, I need to finish making the new intros for this year. I have a list of all like the artists I want to put in on it. Notice the girl group column is extremely long. I have to pick 8 names out of this, and I don't like it. I have too many girl groups that I like and adore too much. But that's the things I have to do for the channel, like fonts and stuff won't really change. I don't really need to worry about the color palette because I kind of like the whole kind of pinkish vibe we're going here. We may bring back viewer requests. I don't really know the logistics of how I'm going to do that, mainly because last time we did it, I think we had something like several hundred subscribers. Now we're at 4.8, which to all the new people out there, hello. I'm sorry I haven't provided you with any new sustenance since you found me, but there's a lot of people here now, and I'm worried about getting too many requests to be able to keep up with. Because say I'll open a Google form, right? I'll open it for 36 hours, and everyone can, whoever wants to, can request one song, and bada bing bada boom. But, you know, 4,800 people, say 10% of the people who will, you know, see it, who will see the post, will click the link to go into the Google form, fill out the information and stuff. That's 480 requests I have to get through. And considering I have to, like, stay up to date with the release calendar and stuff, that's gonna take me until the rest of the year to go through. Like, if I do a request a day, that's still 15 months, roughly. That's too much. That's too long. So I do want to bring back viewer requests though, because that way you all can help me kind of learn groups that you enjoy that I haven't really delved into, or maybe catch up on a release that I didn't really have planned but you guys really enjoy, and that kind of stuff. So I'll work through the logistics of that. I'll ask around some of the homies, see if they have any thoughts and opinions on what I should do. But yeah, that's kind of where we're gonna go moving forward with the channel. Got a new thumbnail layout now, very much based off the London Tube map, which, train nerd, it very much checks out. And yeah, I mean, apart from that, I'm just excited to get back into the swing of things. I've missed rambling about music. Let me tell you, this is the most amount of English I've spoken in one sitting since I've moved here. This is the most amount of English I've used in 4 months, and I'm surprised I haven't stumbled on my words too much, because my brain has been 100% Japanese for the last 3-4 months. And that's a really weird sensation. It's having gone from, you know, not using English to using English, and then before that not using Japanese for like 3 years. my brain is always gonna be frazzled. But been waffling for a while. Let's hold on. Spotify, K-pop. Yeah, my 2100 song Spotify playlist. I just want to go through some. Oh, that's the wrong button. Hold on. That's the one I want. I just want to go through and just kind of highlight some songs that I've been binge listening to recently. You're wondering why the screen layout is so wonky. I have a 1440p monitor, and I think the Spotify UI doesn't want to take up the whole thing. So, what are some songs that I've been really enjoying? Chan Hyuk, 1 Trillion. Actually, hold on. Let me stop that real quick. Chan Hyuk's 1 Trillion. Spectacularo. I love this song to bits, and this dropped like right at the beginning of the year too. We'll just kind of skim through a couple songs. Actually, I could crank it up, can't I? But genuinely, Chan Hyuk's 1 Trillion is so good. I love listening to this because it's so smooth, and his kind of like floaty, delicate high voice is so nice on the ears. I realize such a good song. I have absolutely loved this song to bits. Next song. Oh, IU Shopper. My favorite song from her release. It's the vibes, the energy for it is exactly what I want from an IU song. I love the arrangement of it. And the MV is also very nice. Shout out DPR Ian one time. DPR need to get into... Well, we checked out Ian's music a little bit, but I do need to get into more DPR music. But, go to the chorus. Oh, that releases everything. Anyways, you get my point. We'll probably cover IU's music at some point, but Shopper, pristine. Next up, a lot of soloists. Yi Kwang's Predator. I don't know where this song came from, but it showed up on my recommended feed. Oh, and I haven't seen that many people talk about it on the YouTubes, which makes me sad because this song is. Wait. Oh, I skipped too far ahead. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is. It's kind of giving me that like dark, mysterious vibe from a certain Taemin era. And I love how wide it's mixed too. It's just so smooth and so nice, but it's got that plucky synth element to it too, and it's just... And the panning 808s are tickling the right places in my ears. Thanks to the Day 6 release, welcome to the show, and the Forever album. I admittedly haven't gone into the B-sides yet, but welcome to the show is... Oh my goodness, I tweeted about it, but it's the most recent song that's made me cry listening to. It's such a good song. But I did go into a Day 6 binge. Partially helped by the fact that I have a full lineup of R-tier zombie era cards on Superstar JYP for day 6, so they're like my go-to farming group when it comes to points on Superstars. Did I call it Superstar Starship? I mean Superstar JYP, but yeah, I've been going through a lot of the discography on the rhythm game, so let me. This is a song that I just couldn't hold back checking out off camera because it's, you know, if you've been around for long enough, you know that I am a big advocate for the K-band. Yet I've never checked out Day 6 before. I've known of certain songs like Congratulations, Zombie, Shoot Me, but I've never delved into Day 6 properly. And of course, brand new release, I was gonna do it. It's such a good song. It's spectacular. Learned the 4 members. Again, partially due to Superstar JYP, but anyways, Welcome to the Show is a brilliant song. It's probably my most listened to song in the last 2 weeks. And Chungha's I'm Ready might be next though. So I saw the teaser when the like performance teaser dropped for I'm Ready, and well, first of all, the fact that we got Chungha back with the new label over at J Park's label, we got new music from her, and the fact that she led with this. It was like 1 minute long, and it's like she's back, she's in her element, and she's well and truly back. And the title track with Hong, with Mr. Captain of my Captain, Mr. Hongjung of 80s, big vibe switch. But for me, I'm Ready is like peak Chungha, and I'm so glad this ended up being a full-length song and not just an intro, because if I'm Ready ended up becoming one of those intro-only exclusive songs, I genuinely would have put my head through this monitor. Like, that's how passionate I was about I'm Ready. And I haven't felt this passionate about, like, a little clip of a song since Yuju's Bad Blood off of her debut. That was 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, it must have been 2 years ago now. Yeah, Bad Blood never ended up becoming a full-length song, and I'm still pissed off about that. I'm Ready, though. Full-length song. Very good full-length song, mind you. Yeah, I feel like I've listened to a lot of soloists recently. This is One Top was... This would have made the Project Single of the Year list had I known about it last year. So, Hang Out With You, right? The Yu Jae-suk show. They did another one of their little collaborative Project Single things. I think Juju's Secret had like 3 singles last year, which I didn't even know of because I don't watch the show. And they brought out a brand new group called One Top. It's also where I realized that there was new Day 6 stuff coming out because Young K is part of this. And there's a whole bunch of people in it, and it's like, what, Ju Jae, Yu Jae-suk, Lee Hyun, Haha, Young K, and there might be 1 or 2 more that I'm forgetting or I just don't know the name of, but like, this is filled with like a bunch of industry funny men, like comedians, variety show staples, musical legends. It's really well made. I think it's a Ryan S. Jun production as well, if I remember watching clips of the show. But it's just a very good song. This is also another very good song. Sola's solo was spectacular. Without You is so good. It's the contrast of it all. This really nice, smooth, electric, acoustic guitar, and then it's just such a nice cruise, and then you move into the second half of the verse, throw in a little bit of more electric instruments, and her voice on this is so good. It's so good. It's so good. Ballad Lover, meet Triple S Ballad Unit. Door, bro. They dropped this out of nowhere. And it's like, hey, we're gonna drop a new unit. And I didn't check out the gravity and stuff, so I didn't really know what was coming up. Oh, wait. Give me the chorus. Because I'm impatient. The lineup for this group too is so good. You've got the main vocal herself, Miss Sodahyun, Miss Soda. You've got Kaede. You've got Cheon and Nien, who I did not expect to like. This is not the lineup I expected from a ballady group, but they do it so well. And like the variety stuff they did for this era, I mean, you put Cheon and Nien, if you know your Triple S, you'll know, but like putting Cheon and Nien in the same group is just guaranteed chaos. And then you've got kind of like a playful instigator in Ju in a way, where she like kind of manifests the chaos, and then just Cheon and Nien supply it, if that makes sense. A dynamic of it is brilliant. The entire Good Morning album from Yena was spectacular. I just kind of want to start skimming through because I feel like I've spent too much time on the music part. But SF9 doing SF9 things once again. Bibora, great time. Mr. Zuho, I see you on the low vocals once again. Of course, Changi Extreme Trillion. This block here is Mujin's music is always going to be a great time, I reckon. Shion start over, and we had to throw the original in there as well from Mr. Kaho himself. Very good song start over. California by Mr. Woo Hyun made my B-side of the albums list. B-side of the year list last year. If you like Red by the Rose, you'll like California. Like, hold on. Oh, for the Rose, hold on. So, like, we'll play. So you've got that, and then it's very similar vibes, isn't it? But considering I love Red by the Rose, I was going to like California by Woo Hyun. And genuinely, I think that song would probably rank higher at this point, like 3 months later, in comparison to wherever it ended up last year. Without You, NCT U, I think was my third most listened to song of last year. Jaehyun, Doyoung, and Tail, great song. I finally got a Jaehyun card on Superstar SM Town, and they're so rare and they just don't come around. But that's a non sequitur. And I can name two off the top of my head that we don't really need to like delve too deeply into. Weekly's Backwards and Fromis Nine's Attitude. Very similar style songs. Oh yeah, very, very, very nice songs to listen to. Um, I'm just scrolling through some of the recent stuff, see if there's anything that just like jumps out at me. Hmm. Oh, X1's Flash. I don't know why this song popped up in my feed again, because like I playlisted it in, well, October of last year, and I would listen to it and it's like, oh, this is a really good song. And then I kind of just like went on the back burners for a little bit, and all of a sudden it popped up again the other day when I was on the train coming home from I must have been out running errands or something, and it popped up again. It was like, oh, this song injected into my veins immediately, and I've been very much binging this song recently as well. Oh, there's Backwards. Um, Silverlight. If you saw me watch or listen through episode Finn Will, you'll know how much I adore Silverlight. What are those? Their 80s B sides I've been really obsessed with recently. Rocky and no, Rocky was a title track, wasn't it? Hold on, 80s Show All. Cyberpunk obviously is a staple. I've been listening to a lot of Rocky recently. I don't usually delve into the Japanese discography. I almost called it the disco again, but I don't usually delve into the JP stuff all that much. But Rocky has been up there for me. Um, I think that's about it for the most part. I mean, AB6's Salute is on. We'll probably make that list. I mean, it's made the new intro cards this year, so say it's pretty highly up there. And yeah, that's kind of my recent K-pop obsessions. They've been a great time and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. But again, this isn't even like the tip of the iceberg. This is like taking a spoon to Antarctica, like a teaspoon to Antarctica, and taking one spoonful and saying, "Oh, I've dug through Antarctica." No, no, there's so much stuff I'm behind on, and I'm so excited to get back into it. But wait, hold on, wrong screen. I have to go to this one. Yes, indeedy. I'm so excited to jump back on board with the K-pop scene. I'm gonna start tomorrow. It'll be Monday, April 1st. I do have to figure out the kind of lighting situation because that's a west-facing window, and if I want to record in the afternoon, you can't see my face because I just get completely blown out by the sun. So I may need to move some curtains around. And I also have like two packages coming in the morning, so I can't record in the morning and stuff like that. But we'll work through it. I'll iron out the little kinks that I have to deal with. Um, Hopefully, we'll be back to consistent uploads moving forward because I've missed doing this. I've missed seeing you all comment and show your love and appreciation for your favorite artists, and hopefully, it'll be business as usual fairly quickly here. But in the meantime, that is it from me today. Thank you all for listening to me waffle for a very long time. I didn't intend for it to be this long, but this is what you sign up for on the LTKpop channel, is incessant waffling about Lord knows what. And I'm well and truly back, I think. I've waffled for long enough. So, I'm gonna let you all go. I'm gonna go and eat dinner because it is 8 o'clock. And yeah, the usual. One last request from me today. Let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness to may brighten up someone else's day to day, and know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, oh, excuse me, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who is back to waffling about K-pop in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Without me running out of air and almost like hiccuping, I nailed that outro. I could barely do that when I was like in my prime or something like that.